In a world of stark contrasts, two men lived vastly different lives. One man resided in a mansion of marble and gold, his days an endless parade of pleasure. Fine silks draped his body, exotic delicacies filled his plate. His laughter echoed through halls adorned with priceless art, each day a celebration of excess. Yet beyond his gilded gates, a very different story unfolded. There lay Lazarus, a beggar, his body racked with sores, his stomach hollow with hunger. Day after day, Lazarus watched as the rich man's guests arrived, their perfumes a stark contrast to his own stench. He longed for even the scraps from the rich man's table, but none were offered. The rich man passed him daily, averting his eyes from the suffering at his doorstep. In his opulence, he had become blind to the pain of others. Lazarus's life was a stark contrast to the opulence beyond the gate. His days were filled with pain and hunger, his only companions the dogs that licked his sores. As night fell, the contrast between their lives grew even starker. While the rich man slept on silken sheets, Lazarus shivered in the cold, his only comfort the company of stray dogs. But fate had different plans for both men, and their roles were soon to be reversed in ways neither could have imagined. Time passed, relentless and unforgiving. Death, the great equalizer, came for both men, as it comes for all. Lazarus breathed his last, his suffering finally at an end. The rich man too closed his eyes on his world of luxury, never to open them again in that realm. But death was not the end. It was merely a transition. Lazarus found himself cradled in comfort, all pain forgotten in the warm embrace of paradise. The rich man's eyes snapped open to a very different scene. Gone were his fine clothes and sumptuous feasts. In their place he found only burning agony and unquenchable thirst.
Father Abraham, have pity on me. Send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue.
But Abraham's reply brought no comfort. A great chasm had been fixed between them, impossible to cross. The rich man's realization was as searing as the flames around him. His wealth, his power, his earthly pleasures, all meaningless now.
Then I beg you, Father, send Lazarus to my father's house to warn my 5 brothers. Let him testify to them, so they will not also come to this place of torment.
But Abraham's words echoed with finality. They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them.
No, Father Abraham, but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent.
Abraham's response was unwavering. If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, they will not be convinced even if someone rises from the dead. The words hung in the air, a final judgment on the rich man's plea. In that moment, the rich man understood the true weight of his choices. His life of self-indulgence had led him to this eternal torment. He had been given every opportunity to show compassion, to make a difference, but he had chosen comfort over kindness, luxury over love. In life, we choose our legacy. In death, we cannot change it. The rich man's wealth couldn't save him. Lazarus's poverty couldn't condemn him. It was not their fortunes, but their hearts that determined their fates. In the end, true wealth is measured not in gold, but in compassion. And the greatest legacy we can leave is not in our possessions, but in the lives we touch. This tale, ancient yet timeless, asks us all, what legacy will you choose?